the third motherfucking time, but I fucking guess. I was in party and it's kind of like a little bit too loud, so I decided to just do it solo. I was trying to see if I can get some examples for you guys in terms of the categories that I'm talking about, but I just can't seem to have people cooperate. So I'm just gonna let it be, and I'm just gonna do it solo, I guess. Um, so to kind of revamp on the previous broadcast, I'm just gonna, I guess, re-go over everything from what I was talking about earlier. Um, so types of top players. Well, in terms of the general category, this is your first group of top players. If I had like slides or something, I just put first group of top players. But yeah, so the first group of top players is your general category top players. So these kind of top players are players that are sort of like brand new to being top players, like they're trying to understand their own category that they fit into. And just a disclaimer, this is only my point of view of top players because I try to put them into categories so I can further understand them. That's just my method of seeing where they come from in that sense of skill, but that's just how I perceive it. I'm not saying this is the absolute way of perceiving it, so I just don't want to have any like hate comments towards that. But this is just my kind of way of seeing things. If you agree with it, awesome. If you don't, well then just, well, don't agree, I guess. That's really much all I can say to it. But yeah, so the general category top players, like I said, are top players that are in between, sort of like the brand new kind of top players that don't necessarily know what exactly they're doing, but they do know. So they have the muscle memory and the skill to play of a top player, but they don't necessarily have the overall knowledge of, I guess, let's see, like approaches, punishes, um, just the general, things that other top players have. Like it's just like preschool um, methods of play to them, but the general category do not necessarily know quite yet because of not playing a handful of top players enough. But yeah, that's really simple. It's really simple for general category top players. That's really simple for them. Now let's move on to the Jester category. This is what I call players that styled or are styling currently. So these kind of top players, I'm actually gonna give out a couple names. Kawaki, Mina, Toby, I think. Yeah, Mina, Toby, and I think. See, he doesn't even play. I don't even know if he plays anymore. But Turtle Sensei and Hiro Tsukinomi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so those players I put in Jester category, but Hiro is on a different category as well. I'll get to that. But Jester category players are players that usually use a lot of diversions, a lot of dash cancels, a lot of shuriken entries, and Kawaki's favorite move, using that, basically just throwing their support at you to make different means of approach. And as much as I fucking hate these kinds of players because of all these diversions that I have to fucking deal with, it's actually a really impressive style of play, and I commend them for actually having that kind of play style because honestly, I used to style, yeah, but I can't seem to do what the fuck that they do as frequent as I used to anymore. It's just so taxing on me, and it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, KN also fits in this category too. I forgot to make that honorable mention. KN also fits in this category, but he's gonna branch out and become the category that I'm gonna mention later on down the line in this stream. So you stick around and you hear them all out. We'll get to it. But yeah, so these are Jester players. They're legit the jokers. Like, their skill isn't a joke, I can guarantee you that, but they're literally just the jokers of the community. Like, they just use a whole shit ton of just diversions, and it's annoying as fuck to play. But if you have the patience for it, then well, they're beatable. They're not impossible to beat, but they are beatable. So On the next category, we have shield category top players. So shield category top players are your players that are absolute defense. Like, I'm talking they hardly ever attack. They will almost always wait for you to come to them. And I have a puppet category, but I can honestly probably mix the puppet category and the shield category together. So I'd honestly say that the absolute defense players, I wish I knew some honorable mentions because I only play really offensive players. But oh, no, wait, Panic goes in this fucking category. Yes, Panic goes in this fucking category in terms of absolute defense or defense category top players. The fucking shit that Panic does is legit. He guards and then he fucking does the 1-2 shit and fuck, yo, just fuck Panic. But that's really much it. Like, he's usually just guards and then does a whole lot of either, I wouldn't say running, but a lot of zoning. He'll fake you out, you know, just zone a bit, you know, just let you come to him, and then as soon as you bounce off his guard, well, we see you panic because he gets you with the combos and you legit fucking lose your health in 0.2 seconds flat because that's Panic Delight and he's a bitch. Still love him though. But yeah, so that's your absolute defense players. They're fucking ridiculous too. I personally don't like playing them because, well, it's a hassle. It's a brain game. But I still recommend playing them regardless because it will boost your patience level. It boosted my patience level when I fought Panic for a long string of matches. I mean, yeah, he was streaking me when I initially played him, but I finally got the gist of things and I got a couple matches off of him. And I think I'll probably upload a clip of me playing him actually and showing my improvement in that sense. Because it was terrible when I first played him. He literally trashed my ass. But yeah, those are your shield category or absolute defense category players. Kawaki was actually in this category initially until he wanted to branch out into style and try and diversify his playstyle. So now he's in Jester category, but he's also a mix of both too because he is he is still absolute defense in a sense. He doesn't approach unless the opportunity shows up that he can actually pursue. So the next category is Puppet Mastery category. Honestly speaking, this category is a category that out of all of them pisses me off the most, simply because I understand that puppets are nerfed in this game now. They are really, they're fucking nerfed as shit. As from what Jester Gambler has told me and from what other puppeteers have told me, like Maido Ugashita and Shizo. So yeah, so puppets are insanely nerfed in this game, but I don't really know what they were like in Storm 3 or Rev because I'm not personally a puppet user, but I fought them quite a lot. Jester's puppets, I'd say they're manageable, yeah, but it's just a shit ton of mind games with them. You have to know exactly when you're actually trying to attack, and if you do commit to attacking a puppet, I recommend that you stay on the puppet's ass because give it space or give it room or whatever like that, you're gonna get fucked. And you don't want to get fucked by a puppet because it's nothing but infinites and it's honest to God nothing but max damage. I just do not condone you to get fucking infinite by a fucking puppet. You're gonna be pissed off as shit. You're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna be racking your mind thinking, how the fuck did I get inside the infinite combo? Because they do some wild ass shit with keeping you in the air and like not fucking letting you come down. That shit doesn't make sense. But hey, puppets, right? Right. But yeah, that's personally the puppet category of top players. I honestly put Jester Gambler in that category. I put Aishizo in that category. I put Maido Ugashita in that category. And if I didn't name the other puppet masters that are probably out there, I apologize. But if you are a puppet master in that sense and Jester knows you, or Shizo, or Maido, by all means, you know, I put you in this category. Dilica as well. Thank you, Pleco. Dilica. I'm pretty sure you're probably a puppet master as well. I put you in this category of a top player. You know, kudos to you, all of you who can actually use puppets, because those fuckers are really hard to use. It's like using 3 people at one time, and I can't fucking do that shit. That shit's ridiculous. It takes some ridiculous ambidextrous skill to actually use those fuckers. So kudos to you guys for actually being able to use them. I'd like to learn, but I don't have the patience for it. I get pissed off rather easily. But I mean, if you guys want to teach me occasionally the art of puppets, I wouldn't mind learning. Gotta bear with me though, I do get pissed off easy, but I would not mind learning at all. Evasion / roach category. Oh my fuck, I hate this category too, but puppets are my most hated category. But evasion / roach category top players. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a category. I feel like this is something that practically all top players have, but to some degree. But honorable mentions in this would be iPal and Playco and Shane. Yeah, Shane also. Panic Delight. And fuck. Let's see. Who else? I know I'm missing someone. But yeah, in terms of evasion, top players, yeah, Panic, Playco, and iPal so far in terms of running. Oh, Dilica too. Dilica's a good runner. Dilica's a good runner / evasion specialist. I don't want to call them runners, but evasion specialists. For instance, an example being when I was playing Playco a couple weeks back, I believe he was using Shino. He was using a Shino team. Shino, I don't know. I don't want to butcher his Shino team. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have this wrong. I'm pretty damn sure. If you can post your team in the comments, Playco, if you're still watching, then go ahead by all means. But he was using a Shino team, and I figured it was relatively fun to play. But as soon as Playco had no chakra or say subs, it was actually really hard to catch him, in the sense because he was just fucking. It was terrible. I could not catch him, and his evasion was just priceless. He really was a fucking roach. I couldn't catch him for shit. But yeah, it's fucking tragic. And as far as Uwu Godspeed, aka iPal, his running tech is actually superb too. If you guys watch on his channel, when he's playing Mask, he actually runs quite frequently, and he only does it in a friendly manner to Mask because they both know each other on a personal level, so I guess it's okay. But when he does run, it kind of makes Mask rage, and it's actually really funny to watch. But if you guys ever want to learn that kind of evasion type of technique or whatever, please by all means look at iPal's and Mask's fights. He has exceptional exceptional gameplay in terms of evading a lot of things. And oh, Yamanaka's poison, that was the other person that I missed. Yamanaka is also a good evasionist. Amazing with the shuriken avoiding tech. Like he literally does this. That's all the fuck this kid does. This is it. This is all this. That's all the fuck he does. I'm telling you, this is it. And this nigga avoids everything. He fucking dodges everything just from doing this shit. I don't fucking understand. It doesn't make sense. Like, what the fuck? It's like he mastered the frames of the fucking game and just dodges all that shit. It's retarded. But you know what? Hey, that's Yamanaka's skill, and I give him kudos for that. That's props to him. It's not for everyone. I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he evades everything, and it's ridiculous. Honestly, I think it's luck, but hey, Storm 4, right? Alright, so that leads me to my next category, and I believe this is the final category. This is the category that I believe just puts all the other categories all together. That's my support character. But I believe the final category is the category that puts all the other categories together, and this is the primary category for your top players. So this is the Apex category. Apex category is a category of top players that have mastered all the previous categories, including the Jester category, your General category, aka Master of Randoms, your Sword category, Focused, your Shield category, Focused, your Puppet Mastery category, your Evasion / Roach category. All that comes together to make the Apex category, which Honorable mentions would go to Dark Mask, will go to Hero of Tsukinomi, will go to Playco Armboy, will go to Prodigy, we'll go to Poly Cortada, and we'll go to a long list of fuckers that just is that it's endless. That goes to all the Apex categories. That goes to all the players in the Apex category. So those are all the categories, of my opinion, in top players. I am striving to go for Apex category. Out of all the categories that I've listed, I've only mastered the Jester category, the General category, the Sword category, and well, that's pretty much it. I still have to focus on the Shield category, Puppet Mastery category, and Evasion category before I could be Apex category. Puppet category I'm not really looking forward to. Shield category I'm definitely not looking forward to because I hate being patient. And Evasion category, I've never been really good at evading because I never really do evade. I'm usually in your face type of player, so I'm more of like a sword focused category top player. But that's just me. I'm gonna be completely honest, I frankly don't think I really deserve most of the categories that I've actually mastered, but from playing a lot of people and being really diverse in the types of players that I actually do play, I'm actually kind of glad that I did come this far as a top player that I've developed into. So kudos to, I guess, myself, not trying to be full of shit, but kudos. And kudos to all of the others that actually made these categories as well. And if you do go by my category system, work your way up. Like, don't be discouraged. Keep playing the game. And it's all going to be muscle memory from that point on. If I didn't mention your name in this video, in any of the categories as an example, still know that you are considered top player in my eyes, and you should be considering yourself a top player as well. I mean, no one else can really take that away from you. If you perceive yourself as a top player, then you are a top player. But if you're ass in the perspective of someone else, well, try not to really take that as say category again. Well, fuck category. What the fuck are you gonna do? No, I'm just let me stop. But yeah, so those are the categories of top players. Thank you for watching the stream. If anyone really has any questions on anything, just send me messages. I'm 100% willing to help in any kind of way possible. And for all you Naruto players, I mean, you all are all still scientists. You guys are all still developing your skills and your different place in the community. Don't get discouraged by the amount of negativity that you see on a regular basis in this fucked community. Be the difference in yourself, and I mean, keep playing the game. Have fun, and tune in on the next stream. I'll talk to you all later.